Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will show you how to make a really yummy dish called caramelized shrimp. You've probably heard of caramelized spare ribs, caramelized pork, or caramelized fish. In Vietnamese it's called sườn kho, thịt kho, or gà kho. Well, today we'll be making tôm kho, which is caramelized shrimp. And I'll show you how to make it with these simple ingredients that you can probably find it at your local American supermarket. But the only two ingredients that you might need at the Vietnamese supermarket are your fish sauce and the shrimp paste. I'm not sure if the American supermarket carry this, but I know for sure the Vietnamese supermarket does. So the ingredients that I'm using today are very simple, and I try to make the recipe as simple as possible so that all of you who watch this video can make it. You don't have to be Vietnamese or American. You can just learn how to make this quickly and enjoy a traditional Vietnamese dish at home. So now let's get into the ingredients. So over here we have about 2 tablespoons of sugar. This is how much we're going to need for our sauce. Over here we have our fish sauce. I'll tell you how many spoons to use later. Over here we have our shrimp paste, and this is what you would get at the Vietnamese supermarket. I don't know if they carry this at the local American supermarket. And over here I have my prawns. You can use this recipe and cook shrimp. You don't have to use prawns, but I'm using prawns today. And I got this at the Vietnamese supermarket in a box. It's frozen. I got it for about $21, and it has about 7 prawns. We're gonna need about 2 cloves of garlic. You can use more, but I think 2 is good. And some scallions. And over here I have 2 pepper. This is optional. So that's all the ingredients. Isn't that simple? So now let's get into the cooking. So over here I have my shrimp already clean and cut. And this is what the shrimp normally looks like. I haven't cut it yet. So what I do is I cut the edges here and all these claws and the little claws down here. And then after that I cut it in the middle and I wash it. I washed the inside of the head, like on the edges here. And then after that I let it dry. So over here are my shrimps. First we're gonna prep our shrimp. These shrimps already been prepped, and for the purpose of this video I saved one just to show you guys how to prep them. So here, after I wash it, I'm gonna cut the edges here. You don't need the head. Then after that I'm gonna cut the claws. Then I'm going to cut all the little legs off. Then to make it easier to eat, I'm going to cut it in the middle, the shell, just so that when the dish is ready, you can take out the shell easier. Then after, I'm going to wash it the second time. I wash the head inside here on the edges so that there's no dirt, and over here again. And then after that I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to cut my garlic. So if you notice, I have 2 piles here. One is kind of chunky and one is more minced. I like to leave it that way so that there's chunks of garlic, and when you cook it with the sauce and it cooks the garlic, then when you eat it you can bite into the garlic and it's very yummy. So next we're going to cut our scallions. These are really big scallions, so I like to cut it smaller. You can cut it this way too if you want, but I just like to cut it the long way. I think it tastes better. and looks better. So now we are finished cutting our scallions. I'm gonna save a little bit to garnish at the end, and the rest is to cook with the shrimp. So now we're done prepping everything. Now let's get into the cooking. So first we're going to heat up our pan. So over here I have my shrimp paste. I have about 1/4 of a jar. You only need about 1/4. So now our pan is hot. I'm going to add in about 2 tablespoons of oil. Actually 1 tablespoon. You don't need that much oil. Now we're going to add in our garlic. Now lower the heat to medium high. You don't want to burn the garlic. So now after our garlic is slightly golden, we're going to add in our shrimp. I know it looks kind of dry right now, but be patient. And then we're going to add in about 4 tablespoons of fish sauce. Excuse me, sorry, it kind of spilled. Then we're going to turn the heat up to high. And over here I have my 1½ cup of water. Yes, you need water. So now we're going to wait for it to come to a boil. So while that's boiling, we're going to add in our shrimp paste. This is about 1/4 of a jar. I'm just going to use it all. We can mix that up. The shrimp paste gives the sauce the color, the orangey caramelized color that comes with this dish. And then now we're going to add in our 2 tablespoons of sugar. So I'm going to lower my heat a little bit to medium to high. And then we're going to add in our scallions. So we're going to lower the heat to medium to low while it's bubbling like this. You don't want it too high because your sauce is going to evaporate. So you want to make sure the sauce soaked into the shrimp. So on low heat, okay? For about 5 minutes on low heat, while it's boiling like that, our sauce should be soaked into the prawns. And it's almost ready to go. Look how yummy that is with the sauce and the garlic and the scallions all cooked together. See how my sauce is still here? It hasn't evaporated yet. So another option you can do is to thicken this sauce with some flour, but I just don't want to use flour. I just want to leave it the way it is today. So now we're going to turn off the heat. And we're going to add in our scallions to garnish on top. And some pepper if you want. Now it's done. Wasn't this recipe easy to make? You can make this yummy dish with just a few simple ingredients. So if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. And if you have subscribed already, click the subscribe button. And I'll see you next time.